I guess that's in this video. Yeah, okay, yeah, bye. Hey guys, it's your girl Krystal here. Welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna go ahead and do another What's in the Box Wednesdays. So if you're new to my channel, we've been doing a series called What's in the Box Wednesday, where we do story times based on the little pieces of paper that we pick out of the mysterious box. I never know what I'm gonna film, so I guess let's just get started since it's filming day. I don't know. I'm just gonna really jump into it apparently. I'm kind of nervous. Why do I feel nervous? Oh my god. I can't put it back. Okay. Please don't be a horrible one. I think I may have wrote this twice because it says my abduction story, but I already did my abduction story. Because as I said, I write down topics and I just put it in there, so there's a chance that there may be a repeat. That was one. Okay. So, since it was a repeat, I'm gonna go ahead and take out another one. Alright, I guess we're gonna get real today. It says, my ex's side bitch was cool being second best. Alright. My heart's beating a little bit because I don't think I've ever really talked about this. I have had two situations where I know of where two ex-boyfriends had side bitches and both of them were cool being second best. So since one of them ties in with another story, I'm not going to say it. So we're gonna talk about this one over here. So let's think of code names. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're just gonna call him Beavis, okay? So I don't really even know how to start. Okay. So this was years ago, obviously, like so long ago. How do I say it? Okay, so me and Beavis, we had been dating for, let's say, like 6 months. And during the whole entire relationship, I always felt like there was something that he was hiding, because this dude seriously was so stupid. He would always have like his phone on him, always on him, you know, like he would always have it like face down, never let me like touch his phone or anything like that. Even if I needed to like call like my mom or something to like pick me up, he would never let me touch his phone. It was very obvious that he was hiding something, and you know, growing up with brothers and stuff like that, you learn red flags. So I obviously kind of figured something was going on. Okay, so at this point, as I said before, I started working in retail when I was 16 years old. So I've been working in the mall for a long time. So we worked in the mall, and it was a coincidence that his ex-girlfriend worked across from me. And I didn't even know this until someone told me that his ex-girlfriend was working across. And I had friends that would work in my store, and they would tell me, you know, like, hey, like they're talking and this and this and that, you know, I want to let you know because, you know, if it was my boyfriend, I would want you to tell me, so I'm letting you know they're talking and this and that, okay? Now you're not supposed to be talking to your ex-girlfriends, okay? Why are you talking to your ex-girlfriend unless there's unresolved issues, you still be feeling them? I really don't believe in that whole exes can be friends things. Like, I really don't, unless there's kids involved or something, you know? That is just my personal preference. That's my personal opinion. I understand that people are completely different. Some people probably can, but in my case, I was like, hell no, that ain't gonna fly with me. That being said, I was already like, you know, curious about it. And the thing is too, is that his homeboy had a crush on me. So I remember saying like, I probably shouldn't even bring that dude into the store, to be honest. But let's just say that his homeboy worked with his ex-girlfriend in the store across from me. The store across from me was very, very preppy. I'll just say it. It was Aeropastel Junior, I think, or girl, like it was Aeropastel, and it was right across from us. And they worked together, and he did me a favor and went into the security cameras and checked to see if my ex Beavis was flirting with Skanko the First. I don't know, what should I call her? Felicia. Yeah, I think that's good. So I wanted him to check to see if Beavis was flirting with Felicia, or like, you know, was talking to her, because he's not supposed to be making any contact. He tells me they don't talk. He tells me they're not friends and stuff like that, that my co-workers slash friends are just lying to me and this and this and that. So I wanted to see if it was true. So I got his homeboy to check the security cameras, and sure enough, they were talking, they were flirting, and they were doing this on my days off when I didn't work in the mall. So when I confronted him and I was like, you're talking to so-and-so, he literally like was like, I'm not talking to her, I'm not talking to Felicia, blah 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 blah. And you can tell when someone's lying at you, because like they completely flip it around and try to manipulate the situation to where you're the bad guy. Cause I was like, I know you were freaking, like, I know you're talking to her, da da da. I know you went into the store whenever I was off. And he blew up in my face saying like, I can't believe you don't trust me. I wouldn't do anything like that. I tell you all the time that we don't even talk, we're not even friends, and I don't know why the hell you keep on bringing this shit up, you're fucking crazy and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm fucking crazy? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm fucking crazy. He's like, yeah. Well, this fucking crazy bitch right here caught your ass in security cameras, bitch. And of course his face is like, ugh. And I'm just like, yeah, ho, yeah. They weren't kissing and weren't doing shit like that, so there was really nothing that I could do at the time. And of course at the time I'm a stupid ass young teenager and I don't know crap. You know, like we stay together, he tells me like, I honestly was just talking to her, you know, I don't remember what the fuck. And I'm just like, why the hell are you what are you doing in the store to begin with? He was like, I was talking to the homeboy, his homeboy, who wasn't even working. I was like, he wasn't even working. Like, dude, you just keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. So why I stayed with him? I was stupid. So let me just tell you that I've confronted Felicia so many freaking times. I've confronted her in the food court. I've confronted her in my store. I've confronted that girl in my store. I was like, cause she came in here with a friend. She came in my store with a friend, and I was like, why is she coming into my store? Like, girl, get the out of here. What the hell are you doing in here? But she comes in with her friend, and you can hear her say, that's the one right there. And they both look at me and they giggle and shit. And let me just tell you something. I am not conceited whatsoever, but I looked a lot better than she did. So I went up to her and I was like, is there anything that I could help you with, Felicia? The friend said, no, we're okay, we're good. She did not look at me. She looked down. She knew her place. After that situation, I was just like, okay, what the fuck, what's good, you know, let's go. So I met her ass up in the food court one time because she was getting McDonald's and I was gonna go get some pizza. So we were both on break and I didn't have my name tag on. And at this time, I was not serious about my job. I'm sorry, I was a young teenage girl, okay? I wasn't even a manager yet, so please don't judge me. But I did go to this girl in the food court and I remember saying exactly this. You got a problem with me? And she was like, I don't even talk to him. As I'm editing this, I realized that I've left out a detail on this little part right here. After I confronted this girl, I did text my ex-boyfriend Beavis that, hey, I just talked to Felicia. He immediately went into my store, asked me what happened, and as I was telling him, he started smiling and had the biggest smile in the world on his face. Like, he was happy that I told off his ex-girlfriend. Like, he basically was getting wet. He like wet himself over that. And this is when I was just like, dude, he literally is getting off on this, and this was just another reason why I left. I was like, that's not what I asked. I said, do you have a problem with me? And she was like, no. And I was like, why do you keep coming into my store? She only went once. And she was like, I'm sorry, I was just looking around. I was like, well, what the fuck is good? Like, really, I'm in her face, like trying to see like what's up. She knows I know she knows. She knows I know that she knows. And I'm just waiting for her to like do something, because honestly, I think I was older than her and I wasn't trying to catch no other, cause I got into a lot of fights, okay? But work them out, okay? So I was basically like, what's really good, ho? Like, what's good? Are we gonna throw hands right now and shit like that? And she honestly just, I don't even know how to say it. Like, you know those type of people who like you're really like trying to get in their face, and they're not just doubting stuff, they're also kind of like backing up into the crowd, just like muttering like what the fuck are you saying? It's just like, what do I do in this situation, you know? So I'm just like, ugh, I'm gonna go get my pizza. So there was plenty of times where I have confronted this girl and stuff like that. So this is how I know that she was cool being second best. Let me say that Beavis has showed me where she lived already. So I wasn't afraid of this girl. I really wasn't. I knew what car she drove. It had her name in the back like an idiot. I knew what house she lived in, or her parents' house. So I really wasn't scared. And on top of that, I don't care. Like, I just really didn't care. And at this point, this is when I started to grow up, and this is when I started to realize that, hey, this fool is cheating on me. If he's not cheating on me and just, you know, like talking he's still lying to me, and I ain't about that. I'm not about to be in a relationship where there's a shitload of lies. And this girl seems to be okay with being second best, meaning that she's always gonna be around. She's never gonna leave. She's always gonna be stalking and stuff like that. And yes, she may have appeared blocked on the phone whenever you're looking through it, but trust me, like, it's not always going to be blocked. Or, you know, like, if someone wants to cheat on you, like whether it be a guy or a girl, they're going to cheat on you, okay? It's not like you're going to be like, no, don't do it, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do it. No, they're going to do it if they want to do it. So I didn't trust this fool, so I broke up with this bitch. And I was like, deuces, okay, if you want to go back to your ex, go right ahead. Go. She's right there. Go. I don't care. Bye. Bye. I can go get with somebody else. I don't fucking care. Literally, don't care. So yeah, I remember when we broke up, he was just like, this dude was like a complete drama queen. Let me just tell you, like, he would cry, throw like tantrums. He was a baby. He was literally a baby. And I'm just like, why are you so immature, dude? Like, why are you so immature? You're such a kid. Like, we just weren't gonna work out. So when I broke up with him, let me just say, it took forever to get this fool off my sack, okay? Like, and I worked in the same mall for a while, so there was a transitioning point, like a little, like kind of where I was like cutting back on work and focusing more on school and stuff like that. But for the most part, I always had, no, I actually did not have a job. There was like a year where I had a gap. Anyways, that's irrelevant. Eventually ended up quitting like my mall job eventually, because I know you guys are gonna ask. I didn't stay at that place that I worked at. I ended up leaving and I took a year off. I think I was like 17 when I took that year off. So, I don't know if that's relevant. That is my awkward story. I'm sorry if it sucked. I don't know. I'm sorry if it really did suck. I'm just saying that I confronted this girl so many times. And she was okay with it. Like, she really was. There's always gonna be people out there, men or women, who are like, I don't care, I'm single, it don't faze me, I don't freaking care, I don't care, I'm gonna do what I want, it's my life, da 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 da. There's always gonna be that type of person out there, and that was Felicia. That is who that bitch was. And I was okay that she was okay with it. I just didn't want to be involved, okay? I really didn't. And I was just so happy, like looking back, I'm so happy that him and I never had sex. We never did. If you guys are wondering, I was a virgin until I was 18, okay? I probably could have been a virgin a little bit longer, but I actually we didn't have any kind of intercourse or anything like that. So thank God for that. Thank God for me being smart about that, which is probably why he was still talking to her, to be honest, because most of my cheating experiences were because I was a virgin. And you know, that girl probably gave that thing up real good because her face was whack. So I guess the moral of the story would be, if you feel that your man is cheating on you and you have the evidence in front of you, whether it's him lying about talking to a Felicia or him actually cheating on you with Felicia, you should address things. And if you don't get things resolved, if you know that you're not going to get things resolved, then just leave the relationship. It is always going to be best. I don't know, I just feel like you personally shouldn't be in a toxic relationship, no matter the age, and especially with me being such a young age. Come on. It was pretty obvious that this dude was cheating on me because we weren't having sex. It was pretty obvious. In my mind, that's what I feel like, because she was not cuter than me. Why is it that like men downgrade? Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like for real, both times that I got cheated on, they downgraded. 3 times I got cheated on, they downgraded. And of course, it was because I was a virgin. I do want to say something though, like, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I need to have sex and shit like that to keep them. What the fuck was on my face? Because yes, I did get cheated on 3 times because I wasn't having sex. I even got dumped. Anyways, that's neither here or there. If I were to stay with one of them, I would have been completely unhappy. I would have lost my virginity to somebody who made me completely unhappy. And I bet you that Felicia would have still been there. Felicia's probably still on his sack. Like, bye. So anyways, I really hope that you kind of learned something from this story. Please don't be stupid. Please don't stay with somebody who has a Felicia. If somebody has a Felicia, please say bye to both of them, okay? Both of them. Bye, Beavis. Bye, Felicia. Especially like my nieces, if you are watching, you're not supposed to have a boyfriend, okay? You're too fucking young for that. Don't be stupid. Tell your dad. Okay. So I just want to give you a little update on this because I know you guys are going to be wondering. Homeboy did not leave me alone for months, okay? For fucking months. He even stalked me on Facebook, or what was it at the time? Yeah, Facebook was legit at that time. I think it was MySpace transitioning to Facebook, but he would still like stalk me. I blocked his ass on all of my social media accounts. Like I was literally like deuces. It's gonna sound weird. I'm not even gonna say it. He was freaking weird, okay? He was like one of those weirdos that would keep stuff of yours. That kind of weirdo. There was plenty of times where he wanted to get back together and I was like, fuck no. You know, I moved on. I was like, bye, okay? That's all I can say. I keep on saying the same thing over and over again. But just don't stay with somebody like that, please. Don't do it. But, alright guys, so I think that is it for this video. If you, like I said, please don't be in a toxic relationship. Trust me, just don't do it. It's never gonna end up right. You're always gonna blame yourself. You're always gonna think that there's something wrong with you because homeboy can't keep it in his pants. And it's not you. You can find someone out there who loves you for who the F you are, okay? I'm not being corny. I know it sounds corny, but I'm being real. There's somebody out there for you, okay? God made so many people. Each person has their soulmate. Me and my husband, we lived states apart, okay? I was in Texas, he was in Cali. Check this shit out. We've been together since I was 19 years old. I'm 27 now, okay? Things will work out. Trust me, okay? So hang in there, be strong, journal if you need to, cry if you need to. It's cool, I won't judge you. Anybody that does judge you needs to get out of your life. Be strong, guys. I don't know how we got here. So if you guys like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell button so you can get notified of all of my videos. You guys haven't seen a change of my posting schedule. I upload Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays. And the reason for that is because I'm very busy during the week, okay? Like the weekends is really the only time I have to do stuff. And I'm off on Mondays, and I'm really just trying to be off on Mondays. The only thing I will do is I will edit, or I'll film things that are no face. So just a little post-it note for you. So yes, please leave any questions, comments, or recommendations in the comments below. And I'm serious, any recommendations that you guys would like to see, whether it be planner videos, a story time, anything like that, let me know and I can get on that for you. Let me know so that I can go ahead and get started on that for you. And yes, with that being said and done, remember that I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.